LeBron, AD, and Harden, they all went to the playoffs, and in their own right has earned a shot at that trophy to win. Let's just start off with the hometown. Let's talk about Anthony Davis. DeMarcus Cousins goes down. Cousins, you missed DeMarcus Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins is your attitude, your heartbeat of this team. So you lose Cuz. A lot of people start writing New Orleans off. The Chicago Bulls got so happy because they could have got probably 2 lottery picks in this year's draft. Well, New Orleans intercepted that because Anthony Davis took his game to another level. He said it was almost like a Russell Westbrook mentality. So even with Russell Westbrook had to carry his team last year against Houston in the first round, AD took his team a little bit better than when Westbrook did. Sweep a team, sweep the Portland Trailblazers in 4, and then go to the second round and at least competed with the Golden State Warriors, and lost in 5. Now the buzz around New Orleans, well, we get DeMarcus back and potentially add especially another wing, probably a small forward for sure. How much of a legitimate championship contender are the New Orleans Pelicans? Make you wonder, right? Really make you wonder. Don't really know until we really, to a degree, find out what's going to happen. So let's think about James Harden. James Harden, who's probably for the last 3-4 years, ever since he left Oklahoma City, been an offensive machine, putting up ridiculous numbers. This year, he led his team to the best record in the league, number 1 seed in the Western Conference. He got Chris Paul. He got some help. And what did he do again? James Harden struggles. He couldn't get to the NBA Finals due to second half letdowns. Not finishing in the second half. And I think Game 6 had a lot to do with D'Antoni. I don't put that on nobody but D'Antoni in Game 6. But Game 7, you could point the finger at a lot of people. I mean, James had 32 points. He shot 12 for 29 from the field, 6 or 8 at the free throw line. I mean, it's hard, I mean, James, a lot of people are always going to criticize James Harden for the performances that he did when it came down to when he was with Oklahoma City years ago, which that's not fair to James. But at the same time, he still haven't shown that he got that mentality to get his team and will his teams to get over to the next step. You was just that close. You was halves away from going to the NBA Finals. You had a big lead and you lose by 29 in Game 6 on the road. Okay, now you gave the wrong team momentum to come in your house and beat you, and they come back and beat you at home after having a lead in that game as well. They're going to look at you first because you're the best player. You probably one of the top 5 players in the game. To a degree, he should be the MVP for what he did in the regular season. But what about the postseason? And then you got LeBron James, who probably, when you think about I said this earlier, the personnel grouping that he had, Isaiah Thomas, who was an MVP candidate about a year ago, Thomas, Derrick Rose, a former MVP, Dwayne Wade, former Finals MVP. All these cats to start the year, and then you start trading them away. So now you get a more revamped, younger looking little roster with Nance and Clarkson, Hood, all them cats. Get that, that's cool, that's fine. But then when you go from here, you struggle with Indiana, but you still find a way to will your team to the next round. You beat the number 1 team in the Eastern Conference. And then you beat the number 2 team in the Eastern Conference. So in that time span, you beat 3 top 5 teams in a total of 7 games. Pretty amazing when I think about it. Granted, like I said, I'm not one of the biggest LeBron fans. I like some of the things that he has done. I don't like when he talk about so much about I'm the best player in the game, I'm this, I'm that. I don't like how he carries sometimes stuff, but he's not a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? But when you can having seven 40-point performances uh, in the playoffs in general, triple doubles, you're doing it all on every end. It's kind of amazing. Kind of amazing. So to a degree, when people start voting for the MVP, when people look, unless they already voted, but when the media votes, will LeBron performance outshine James Harden regular season success? Or will Anthony Davis willing his teams to the playoffs, he first time in Pelican history they won a series. Now, granted, in New Orleans, since they hadn't won a series in about 10 years since they were the New Orleans Hornets, Chris Paul was there. Now, granted, it was a true team effort, but AD led the way. AD and Drew Holiday led the way to go to the second round. And if they could have found a way to at least win two, and maybe 3 games, the votes might be a little higher for Anthony Davis. But I think it's going to come soon. How would you vote this in? How would you vote this off? That's what I want to know. Because James Harden didn't get over. Should have got over. Should have won. You can't say that he was outperformed. Even when Golden State still performed at a high level, they still found themselves in ball games. Eric Gordon to a degree, Eric Gordon took his game to another level. Thank God Eric Gordon was there, because if they didn't have Eric Gordon, I don't think they would have been in a lot of them games. So should the MVP be voted off a playoff experience, playoff success? Because that tells a lot. Now you look at the third finalist. There's only one man standing that's a finalist. That's LeBron James. He's standing, and if he takes these boys down, it's gonna be hard not to vote for him, unless they already voted. It's gonna be hard not to vote for him to win the MVP. It's gonna be hard, in my opinion. Last subject of the day. The last subject. All-time Saints. We talk a little football. Haven't talked a little football in a long time. They came out today on Twitter. They had picked the all-time Saints fan favorites, so like favorite Saints of all time. So I did mine today, and so off the top, quarterback was Drew Brees, running back was Deuce McAllister, wide receiver was Lance Moore. I did pick Lance Moore. Tight end was Jeremy Shockey. Offensive line was Carl Nicks. Defensive line was Will Smith. Linebacker Ricky Jackson, Jonathan Vilma. I picked 2. Cornerback I picked Mike McKenzie and Tracy Porter. Safety position I picked Roman Harper. Punter Thomas Morstead. Kicker Will Lutz. I did pick some current players, and then I picked as punt return specialist. I picked Michael Lewis to be my punt return specialist. So I saw somebody did ones for the Bears. I saw some other people did a couple of ones for a couple of other teams. But I would love to wonder how all my Saints fans out there, who would be your all-time favorite players that have played for the New Orleans Saints. And granted, I left a lot of people off, like Marcus Colston, Joe Horn, Reggie Bush, Pierre Thomas, Darren Sproles, Darren Sharper. I mean, without Darren Sharper actually raping them girls, but Darren Sharper, because he had a big impact of that Super Bowl year. Bobby McCray, to a degree, hitting people. Bobby McCray, I left his name out. I left a lot of key name guys out, man. Jimmy Graham, Ben Watson. Brandon Cooks. He was a big fan favorite in New Orleans for a while. So, what would be your all-time favorite Saints of all time? I think we're going to do I should do a basketball one real soon. I also have your favorite all-time players in each sport. And just going off the top of my head, even had the WWE on that one. I remember for basketball, I had Allen Iverson. Football, I had Michael Vick. For college basketball, I picked Shaq. College football, I picked Reggie Bush. For baseball, I picked Alex Rodriguez. For WWE, I had The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, who I picked. So who are y'all all-time favorite? Whoever team you pull for, it could be the Cowboys, the Broncos, anybody in the NFL, or who are y'all all-time favorite from quarterback all the way down to specialists? And when it come down to all-time favorite player in each league, the NBA, the NFL, Major League Baseball, NHL, it could be anything. Who are your all-time greatest? I would love to know, man. Get at me so we can talk about, discuss it a little bit. But on that note, it's about that time to get out of here. I love y'all. Thank y'all for listening. God bless y'all. Y'all try to enjoy this game. We'll be back. I think game 2 might be Sunday, so maybe Saturday night we'll come back with another look into game 2 Saturday night. Talk a little bit about it. God bless y'all. Make sure y'all share, y'all subscribe to Spreaker. Share with some people. If you like it, let me know. If you hate it, let me know. We're gonna try to get things better every time. Shout out to my cousin, Richard and Quietly. His YouTube channel. Y'all go check him out. He about to help me out with mine real soon. My producer Shaq, I haven't heard from him. He ain't got no new music out right now. So I get some new music. We get some new sound bites and stuff from him after a while. To all my families and friends, love y'all. God bless y'all, and we gonna be back. We out. And I brought you all my dreams.